Hey everyone, I wanted to just kind of take a minute and talk a little bit about what it's been like for Dade's bottom lower surgery and recovery, and just kind of some feedback of how it's been going on my end as the care provider. I know there's a lot of folks out there who are part of the trans community who aren't trans, but you're there as I am, as a support system, care providers, and I think that I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience to kind of help others who might be caring for others as they go through this experience. Um, this is our third or fourth surgery at this point, and I know I've shared earlier that um, I feel like we've kind of got our routine down. We know how to do this. And so I kind of thought we were prepared. We had all of our supplies and got our a house that we are really big into cooking and, making our own meals. And so had a house that supported that, had a house located by the parks and all the things that I could stay busy with Zane, um, able to get us food or buy Whole Foods. And, so we kind of thought we had it all ready. But the level of intensity for this surgery was just so much more than either of us had anticipated. So when Dade, I think we're about a week and a half out of the surgery at this point, and I feel like we're kind of just beginning to normalize and get our head above water. His With his top surgery and his hysterectomy, it just wasn't. He was mobile, um, was able to shower, do things. With this one, it was really different. When he was in surgery for almost 7 hours, and it went smooth. There were no issues. It was a great surgery, and Dr. Crane was just awesome in his office, and Nurse Katrina were just incredible. And so it wasn't like we were under for so long because something went wrong. It's just a pretty amazing surgery. And so he was down for almost 7 hours. And Dade is really sensitive to anesthetics, so I'm not sure, how that is for other folks. But when they wheeled him out, I, of course, had Zane because we're in a new city and I didn't have anybody there at that moment to help out. So I couldn't go back and help in the recovery room, which I've always been able to do before. Um, they saw a toddler and they were, just like, you can't come back here with her, which I totally respect and understand. But so it just made it that I was on the outside of the building. They opened the door and wheeled him out. And I just thought, like, dear God, please don't give him to me at this moment. It was the worst I'd ever seen him. I just was terrified. He looked gray. He smelled like chemicals. He was not with it, couldn't even open up his eyes. They're wheeling him out of the building in a wheelchair with the catheter and the urine bag. And, Zane's eyes got really big. And of course, mine got really big. And I wished that he wasn't coming home in that moment. It was really intense, or I felt like, man, I wish I had arranged to have more help. Thank God my original plans of my best friend coming out later in the trip did not work out, and she ended up coming out that evening. So she was there to help me, which was crucial. And I don't know if that's because I guess it was the combination of it being such an intense surgery and the fact that we had a toddler. And we're in a new city, and it's, San Francisco, so we're on the third floor of a house, and there's no elevator in the house, so it's, going up and down the stairs and trying to find parking, and so there was just that added level of intensity. But having her there was huge, so that we could kind of share taking care of Dade and taking care of Zane, because Dade really needed that much care. I mean, he could not move. He couldn't get up. He was completely nauseous for several days. there's the urine bag question, and is it infected? Is it turning out okay? Is there, I have to take this pill at this time, and I have to give this juice at that time so he doesn't get constipated, and and then trying to get him to eat, and I mean, it was so intense, um, and he's been a great patient. So he's been recovering perfectly. He's had zero infection. It's stayed very clean. We followed all the directions. We've done everything that the instructions that were given to us. We've done all of that, and it has paid off. But even at that, having a perfect surgery, having a perfect recovery, it's been really overwhelming and intense. And so at this point now, he's able to get up and empty his urine bag on his own. He can go fill up his water bottle, that kind of thing. But I mean, again, we're a week and a half out, and he's left the house twice, and that was to go to his follow-up appointments, and those were totally rocked his world. He got, totally nauseous and sick, and it was just it's like, get him in the car, get to the appointment, and get home as soon as possible. So we are supposed to leave in about, I think, 5 days or something. So, I mean, definitely his level of recovery is speeding up. Every day it's leaps and bounds better. Today not so much. Today he's a little bit sick, but so I'm hoping that by Thursday when we leave, or Wednesday when we leave, he'll have, he can walk and help a little bit driving home, being able to kind of play and talk to Zane, because it's, I don't know, I think 8 hours for us. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So if you are a trans person going for a lower surgery, or you are the care provider of a trans person going into this surgery, for us, it was not the same as top surgery. It was definitely not the same as the hysterectomy. It was 3 or 4 times that level of intensity. So arrange enough time off, arrange enough support. If you're near the person doing the surgery, the doctor doing the surgery, and you have a community of support to help you in terms of meals or laundry or whatever it is, arrange it. Ask for it, seek it. We did have one person from the trans community from YouTube who connected with us and reached out and happened to be in the area and provide us, I think he meant to make us 1 meal, but it stretched into about 3 for us. And it was just so wonderful to have that level of support. And we just appreciate him so much. And so for you, as you're preparing for it, definitely think about as much as you can do for that. I think that's it. And I'm sure that in a week or so, Dade will be ready to give his update via YouTube. He is updating pretty frequently on his blog as he's able to. That's the other thing, is he couldn't put his computer, he couldn't sit up, so he'd bought this little table so he could be online, and he loves being on his computer, but he couldn't even do that because he couldn't sit up at all. So it's just been intense. Anyway, it's done. It looks stunning. It's amazing. It looks really, really good, and Dr. Crane is just fabulous. We just highly recommend him. Like I said, his staff and his office are amazing, and his talent is just incredible. And he's just humble. He's easy to talk to. Oh, okay. Zane just woke up. Gotta go. That's my update. All right. Bye-bye.